Yo, what's good everybody? Welcome back to a Q&A with the Jew man himself, Ross Flanagan, and myself. Yeah, this Q&A is all gonna be in Jewish. What is that what you call it?
Hold on, why don't you show everyone that's watching Logan's calendar, and this is what he does all at work. Okay? So this is the mastermind course here.
Guys, so actually what I'm about to show you is this is my mastermind course that I'm selling for $2.99 a month. Guaranteed to take you and your influencer business, your online business to the moon. I've worked on this for years and years.
Blood, sweat, and tears. Lots of tears.
And no stone has been unturned with this program. And so I'm going to reveal it to you guys for free. So consider yourself lucky. Get your phones ready. Get your computer ready to screenshot, screen record, whatever you want to do. Because I'm not going to put this up for more than 5 seconds. So here we go. Dude, that is how you make 100K business a year.
Without doing anything.
Ross and I have not done a Q&A in it's been months.
Yeah.
It's been months. And it's always fun to do our Q&As because we have completely different theories and opinions on things. And so it's always good to get questions from my audience.
Which is a great point, because one of the problems with this country is that everyone is so on opposite sides of the spectrum, and they can't agree on anything because they're so they're fucking crazy. So if we can have conversations with 2 or more people and come to a common ground, that will be much more civil and understanding of people's views.
Yep. First question. Any plans for a cut soon? Have you just been eating intuitively, but making sure to hit the protein? So I'm going to go first because I talked a little bit about this morning on my Instagram. So I have not been tracking. I have not been tracking protein. There are days that I eat clean, and then there are days where I just eat completely like crap. I'm talking Whataburger, I'm talking pizza, Chipotle burritos, drinking beer, and I am definitely the heaviest I've been. And definitely body composition, or how do you say that word?
Composition.
Composition, yes. I look like crap, in my opinion. Now again, remember, you're gonna be your worst critic, but it's hard for me when I get Facebook memories or pictures on my iPhone that pop up and I see how lean I was, I see how cut I was. Remember, I am not a professional bodybuilder. So the way I would, in a perfect world, would like my physique to look like, I would like to be lean all year. For professional bodybuilders, that's not the case. They go through phases, right? For me, it's kind of hard on me when I see pictures like that. I'm like, damn, freak, I use so lean, damn it, how do I get back there? And I know what it takes, but as of right now, I'm not in the mental state to be on a very, very strict regimen. My company and I are working on something that's really, really big, and it's taking up a lot of my time, doing a lot of traveling back and forth. So my workouts have gone down, my eating has gone down, and my body has definitely shown. Definitely. The weight and the way I look in the mirror. Yes. Yes, I do think there will be a cut coming up very soon. As of right now, I'm trying to eat as clean as I can. I'm trying. Where I have problems is at night for dinner and on the weekends, where I just justify it and then everything goes to crap, and then I'm right back here I am today, Tuesday, eating clean, doing my cardio, doing my workouts, and then here comes Friday night, right? My friends call me up and say, hey, let's go have a beer, or let's go eat some sushi, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that sounds great. And then all goes downhill. So to answer your question, not tracking protein, eating like crap, but hopefully trying to get back on track very, very soon.
I think Logan is being very hard on himself because he doesn't look like shit. And the reason why he doesn't look like shit, given all that data, is that he has a good amount of muscle. So when you have muscle, you can have more freedom. So because muscle uses so many more calories. So for me, I have a lot of muscle. I can literally eat like shit for an entire week, nothing but shit, and my body won't change. Now, Logan also does cardio every single day. He's active every single day, and those things definitely help. But I think Logan's a little bit hard on himself right now.
Once you get that level of leanness and then you get away from it, it's like that's the new expectation. And that's what everyone expects you to look like now. And when you don't look like that, you're like, oh, I'm a fat piece of crap.
It's the concept of desensitization. So he's so not sensitive or desensitized to having abs now that it looks like shit to him. But coming from his background when he was, fat dude, now to compare, it would look like an amazing physique.
Yeah, true.
So, how does someone get stringy and how to prevent it? So do you know what stringy means?
No.
Okay, so in bodybuilding context, stringy is is literally what it sounds like linear, thin, not full, not round. So to whoever answer this question, Ashley, stringy would happen if you're over dieted. So if you are at 5% body fat and you're looking stage ready and you push for 4% or 3% and suck all your water out, now you look just straight up and down. There's no pop to the muscle. You're not full. So if I was looking at Jake's physique, his legs are the thinnest part of his body. So going into a prep, you'd have to get him in shape, get those legs in shape, but not over diet those legs because they will look small and stringy. You get to a point where you're lean, show ready, and then fill the muscle back up with glycogen, water, and then you would prevent that stringy look.
Nice. I've actually never heard of that.
Let's go do another one because you can elaborate this a little bit. Why aren't deli meats seen more often in bodybuilding diets? Homemade subs are the shit. Do you want to go first?
No, but I'll let you go first. But I want to make a comment. So before my show, you were like, okay, you need to take this, you need to take this with you, you need to take this, and he was just saying you need protein, you need this meat. I was like, okay, and I was like, damn, I don't have any meat cooked. So I went to the deli, just picked up some ham, some turkey. And I was like, yo, is this good? And you were like, no, throw that shit away. And I was like, why? And then he explained it, so I'll let him.
So if there's two different scenarios. So the typical deli meat is highly processed and highly preserved. Okay, now there's a part A and a part B to this. The typical, you go to Walmart, you get the Sara Lee shit that's in a thing, super preserved, super processed. It's preserved with sodium. Sodium is great. Sodium is essential. Sodium is a tool. However, the reason why sodium gets a bad rap is because people's water and electrolyte balance are rarely equal. So typically people will have a huge amount of sodium with no water. That's not good. What you want to do is have equal congruent levels of sodium and water so they equal each other out, balance each other out. For Logan's context, I didn't want him having the lunch meat before the show because of the sodium content was so high. And it would be a curveball. Like chicken would have no sodium, and then throw in chicken with 1,000 milligrams of sodium. Now I don't know what that's going to do to his water and his electrolyte balance. I think during the day, during the diet is totally fine. I would just make sure your water intake is high to flush out the sodium. And the second part is I have deli meats all the time, but they are house made. So if you wanted deli meats in your diet, all you need to do is you can go to a butcher, or some grocery stores have oven roasted chicken breast or turkey breast. So a turkey breast would be like this big. However, the one the boar's head is like this big, and it's all processed into a tube, and that's the shit that's not good. The straight from the bone breast, and you slice it, it's just like eating chicken breast. It's just sliced a different way. So you could definitely do that. Do lettuce wraps with that, sandwiches, subs, or just have it with rice and whatever you want.
Okay, next question. This is actually a friend of mine from the gym. How long did it take you to get jacked? It took me about, I want to say, a year and a half from my fat as pictures to where people are like, damn, you're jacked. About a year and a half of just cardio, eating right, going to the gym, being jacked, or when people say, how big can you get on keto? How big the blah blah blah? It's all relative. It's all your opinion. If I look at myself that after that year and a half for I lost all that weight, I'd be like, oh my god, I'm tiny. I'm so freaking
you
tiny.
lost all your gains.
Yeah, I
arms are so small.
Right now, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm freaking tiny. But in the mindset then, you know, having definition, having muscle, looking lean, you could see the definition of my legs and my abs and my arms and my chest. People would be like, oh my God, you're jacked, bro. So it's all relative, right? But again, at the end of the day, it took about 1.5 years to go from my like fattest where I had man boobs, huge gut, to, oh my gosh, this guy's got muscle.
Yeah. For me, unfortunately, different circumstance. I have been jacked my whole life. I remember getting a barbell when I was in the 4th grade and only knowing how to do dumbbell or bicep curls. And once I found my like the peak of my bicep growing, I was like obsessed. But going back to an earlier point about desensitization, for me, people would say I'm huge, but I am not. I'm not huge compared to, like, in my mind. I got up to 271 in the morning, like fasted, this off season, and that was for me huge. I can't maintain that. I was so uncomfortable. I couldn't even work. Like, I do the packages and my chin and chest was so big that I couldn't breathe. So I was like, okay, I have to, you know, lose 10 pounds. So I've been maintaining 260 in the morning for the past like 12 months, and now this is light for me. 100 pounds ago when I was 180, this would have 260 is fucking huge.
Yeah.
It's just not anymore to me.
Yeah. When you walk around, if you see him walking around, people are just like, it's so funny. Just see people like just stare at him like he's some freak.
Yeah, I think I'm completely normal. What do you think the outcome of the 2024 election will be?
Oh man, wow. Okay, so we're going there. Okay.
This is better than if you put food in the butt.
Yes. I personally think, okay, this is, I feel like this is how it always is, right? If the right wins, people hate it. They hate what they're doing for the 4 years, and then it swaps to the left. Right now, people are pissed everywhere, right? Inflation, the chain supplies backed up. Everyone's mad about employment, yada, 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 right? Gas prices. So 2024, it'll shift right back to the right. And then it'll be the same thing. It's always like back and forth, back and forth. That's what I think is going to happen. So many mistakes this administration is making, regardless if you're on the left or on the right, it doesn't matter. Like, just take a step back and look. You cannot agree with what's going on right now. You just can't. When I think of a leader of the United States, I'm very passionate about the United States. I am all about the America, Army, everything. So when I hear Biden speak, I'm like, I just shake my head. I shake my head. Like, the latest instances in message at Bob Dole's funeral. Like, dude, it blows my mind because it's like, guys, it's making us look so stupid. It's making us look so weak. And I am very passionate about our country. And I don't like that we look weak and stupid and incompetent.
This is a huge, you can talk about this thing for fucking days.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go on crazy or too much, but I think that it comes down to like what Logan said about good people. I don't give a shit like what your stance are. Are you a good person? Yeah. And I think that's being exploited right now, that the people that are running this country are not good people. And I think for the longest time, like, people that were obsessed with politics were obsessed with maybe like superficial issues, or things that didn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. And I think what's changing now is that now everyone is upset and paying attention because of the things that are actually affecting us every single day, and it's getting worse. What I think is going to happen, I think the tide will go red, and I'm really nervous that no matter what happens, he will win re-election. He will win re-election via some bullshit, and that's really
I don't think he'll make it. I don't think he'll make it. I just watch him speak.
I think they could pull off. Remember the thing where he got the fake vaccine? Did you see that? Mm. So he got a fake shot in a fake room. Uh-huh. It was a fake White House.
Yeah.
Stage.
Yeah.
In another stage.
I didn't see that?
No,
I didn't see that.
So, anyways, they got a fake shot in a staged, like, literally like an acting room. I think they would pull some shit like that where he's like in a backdrop and there's like someone else is talking. I don't know. Whatever. Next question. Yeah. This is a good question. It affects me a lot, and I hope this is a serious question, because it is a serious issue. How do I avoid swamp ass during training? Swamp ass. And I'm being serious. Do you get swamp ass?
I don't. No. It's never been an issue for me. Now I will say this: when I was heavier, so that may be why. Then when I was heavier, I would chafe a lot, especially in the summer times.
Yep.
And it would get bad. Like I remember I had to like rub stuff, and it would get so bad. Especially when I first started working out, running on the treadmill.
Oh,
like
friction.
Just my ass cheeks and down there would just rub, but not anymore.
What I recommend is I would look at your underwear. What kind of underwear are you wearing? I would go. So when I train, I wear specific underwear. It's super thin. It's super airy, and the same thing with my shorts. So a lot of times I will get swamp ass if I'm wearing shorts that have like this is like a single piece of cloth.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's like an inside linen and then outside linen. So you're like doubling the amount of layers. So avoid that. Simple fix. Yeah. You have another one?
I got a really good one.
Okay.
This is a really good one. This will probably take a lot of time. What's one thing that you're excited for next?
You go. I want to hear this.
So for me, so my company, the company that I'm co-owner with, and our team, BioCoach, is working on something that I think if we could do it the right way, will absolutely change the way healthcare and the way that type 2 diabetes is being managed in America. We are working on a system, we're working on a program that is gonna help everyday people like my mom, people like my uncle, my people. I can say this because my people, the Mexican community, they're hard workers. And that's kind of like all we were taught to do, is just work. We weren't taught about nutrition, we weren't taught about working out, we weren't taught about how to eat clean and better our health. All we know is we work hard, we love our families, and we just do that every single day, day in and day out. And we get together a lot. Unfortunately, when we get together, it's always surrounded by food that's not particularly good for you. If not all my family members, damn near 80% of my family members either have diabetes or are pre-diabetic. I feel like it's not their fault. The system has been set up for them to fail. Make sure you eat first thing in the morning your bagel and cereal and sugar. Make sure you get your snack from the vending machine.
Drink the juice for vitamin C.
Drink your juice. Drink your Powerade.
Drink your milk for the healthy bones.
Everything has been set up for failure. We're working on something that's going to help people like my family. Are going to help everyday people who battle with metabolic health issues, and particularly, most importantly, diabetes. Diabetes is just rampant in America. It's just the system was set up for people to fail, especially my culture. And what I'm working on right now, what we are working on, what the team at BioCoach is working on, is going to fix that and just flip everything on its head. And that's what I'm most excited about.
Can I elaborate on that?
Absolutely.
So I think that's amazing. I think it's probably one of the biggest challenges that I've heard of in my lifetime to want to do and actually follow through with it. Because I deal with overweight individuals on a daily basis through the cafe, through my coaching business. And there is things that how they know the fear of having to change everything, and the fear of not knowing anything. So it scares the literally shit out of them when they know if they can stay comfortable and get sick, but they're comfortable, or take this huge leap of faith and change the way they live. That's so scary for people. And the fear of failing, like there is so much fear you're gonna have to overcome. I hope you guys have a great outreach program, and if you're gonna tackle the Hispanic community, you need like voices to get to these people's heads, which is gonna be the hardest part. You're gonna have to reverse. I'm assuming that the demographic is like anywhere from like 40 to 60 for like the people with diabetes. That's 40 to 60 years of them living a certain way.
Yeah.
And now you're gonna take that and say like, you're fucking sick, but this is what you need to do to live.
Yeah.
That's a big feat.
Yeah.
It can be extremely rewarding and can change a lot of shit. But fuck, that's scary.
Yeah.
That is fucking scary.
Yeah.
But I guarantee it's gonna make you guys wake up every day and like fucking fight the beast.
It is. Absolutely.
That's crazy. So, on my end, nothing really that exciting. Nothing like that. I can't top that in any way. But we, on my end, we're going to be launching a coffee brand under the Flavor Gang.
By the way, I've tried it. It's really good.
Oh, you like
this?
this?
Yes, I did.
So that's going to be a house roasted coffee with actual Texas pecans, which that's my favorite flavor. So we're starting with that. And then I want to get into the cannabis market because there is nothing sugar-free on the market. And one of my beliefs is the fucking sugar is the devil. So not that extreme, but I don't really like sugar that much, and I don't think people need it. The Gaines Bakery is going to be expanding into a country club next month. That's exciting. And oh, we have a clothing company too. You're going to like this.
Nice.
You're going to like this.
Nice.
It's called Triggered Drip Clothing.
Triggered Drip Clothing. Okay, explain.
So you know the term drip, like
yeah,
drip.
yeah. Like,
so
yeah.
triggered drip. It's going to be nothing but triggered clothing.
Oh my god.
So we're going to trigger every demographic, every group: CrossFitters, vegans, Jews, whites, blacks, everything.
Keto people.
Everyone.
Yeah, everybody.
Everyone can get made fun of and laugh.
That's
funny. We have the domain. That's one thing I'm very excited about because I guarantee it will trigger a lot of people.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Next question on yours. Let me make sure it records.
Okay. So I had a client just compete in her first show, and she's asking 2 questions, and I'm going to answer this directly to her and towards and for you guys. So she asked 2 questions. She goes, do you think reverse dieting is beneficial post-show? So that means basically, and I believe Logan's talked about this numerous times, reverse dieting is when you're going from like a maintenance mode to a severe cut like this. Yep. You really want to switch and reverse it to that. Yep. You don't want to just go here and straight up because you get really fat. And then she also asked, what do you think about a clean bulk to stay leaner during bulking? Can you still put on muscle? So
that's what you do.
Yes. So 2 things. My first show, I did not reverse diet. I went from 191 to 248, and in 3 weeks, I was in the ER with rhabdomyolysis. Jeez. My heart and kidney were absolutely obliterated because I went from eating nothing to then that show, 5 Guys, pizza, donuts, every meal. Jeez. And I was taking insulin. So I was literally eating garbage, and insulin's a fat storage hormone. So I just stored it all as fat. I couldn't walk, I couldn't breathe, and I couldn't talk.
What's up, everybody? So I hope you did like that Q&A. Unfortunately, the battery ran out, so we weren't able to finish the rest of the Q&A. But if you did like this, please let me know in the comments below. And if there's any other topics that you would like for us to talk about, please let us know. No topic is off limits. As you know, yes, Ross and I are both bodybuilders and we both love the fitness and health community, but there are many, many other subjects that we are definitely into. So let us know what you want us to talk about next. No subject is off limits. So we'll see you all in the next video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you share this video and make sure you hit that like button. I would definitely appreciate it and it would definitely help this channel. I love you guys. We'll see you on the next video. Peace.